Hello, Commander. So today I'm going to go through with you how to mine in Elite Dangerous. Mining is quite a good way to make some money. However, it is quite a slow and tedious process. I'm using it as a means to relatively quickly make some cash so that I can buy a better ship and then have the resources to go on and do what I really want to do in this game, which is bounty hunt. So, first things first, what do we need to mine? Well, need a couple of additions to your ship. I'm using the default Sidewinder to do this with. That's ideal because it's a ship everyone starts with. It also comes with 4 1-ton cargo bay slots, so you can carry. It's not a lot of cargo, but it's better than say the Eagle, which comes with only 2 cargo bay slots by default. So modules wise, you need a mining laser, which is about 6,800 credits roughly on average, and then you also need a refinery unit, which allows you to refine the chunks of asteroid that you find. Refinery is about 6,000 credits for the basic refinery. Now the basic refinery comes with 1 hopper, which means you can sort 1 chunk of ore into 1 item only. So for example, say we have a chunk of ore that contains both gold and silver. If we only have the 1 hopper on our refinery, then we can only sort that chunk of asteroid into either gold or silver, so we would have to dump the other mineral metal back into space. More expensive refineries, come with more hoppers, so that you could have more than one of those metals at any given time. But to start out with, it's quite an accessible thing. I say we're talking 12,800 credits to get going in mining, and that's not a bad outlay, or not a particularly hard amount of money to make if you want to start mining at its basic level. Second to that, we also need to be in the right system to mine. If you just look at the galaxy map here, you need 2 things really to mine. You need a system obviously that contains asteroids for you to mine, and in this case we're here in Tripu, that's how you pronounce it. And this is economy. You want to look for an extraction economy. That means that it's going to contain asteroids. It's going to be a place where mining takes place. And then also you need somewhere to sell the stuff you've mined. Not every system wants to take it, and ideally you want to find a system that contains a refinery economy, because that's the system that definitely wants to take your goods and refine them into more expensive products. So I'm working between these 2 systems, which is ideal. I understand from what I've read online about mining that some systems contain both the refinery and the extraction, but prices for sale of your goods tend to be lower when both those components are contained in the same system, so it's better to find a separate system to travel to. Obviously you've also got the active market to contend with, so prices will fluctuate, and if there's a high demand for something, it's likely to be more expensive. That said, price wise, on average you're looking quite good for some of the precious metals. It's not really worth mining any of the minerals. The most expensive mineral is Bertradite, and on average you're only going to get about 2,700 credits per ton for that, which isn't a great deal. However, if you look at the precious metals, if you can find platinum in an asteroid, you're looking to make almost 19,000 credits per ton. So you can see how even with only a 4-ton cargo rack, that can quickly become quite a profitable enterprise. Even something like silver, which is only about 5,000 credits per ton, still obviously nets you quite a good payday. So we shall get to it. firstly, obviously, you've flown into your system that has asteroids, and you've flown into an asteroid belt. And it's a simple method. Got your weapons. Find an asteroid, like this one. You have to get relatively close, and you'll see your mining laser actually does damage to the asteroid as it mines. Now, incredibly, this far in the future, with this much advanced technology, they haven't figured out a way to create a scanner that lets you scan an asteroid to determine what minerals it contains. That's a bit of an oversight. So we have to just randomly blast chunks off the asteroid first. I like to set my weapons to maximum, and I'll just blast the asteroid until I run out of juice. Like that. Oh, don't fly into the asteroid. So we've blown chunks off the asteroid. Now we go to contacts, and here you see the fragments of asteroid, and these asteroid fragments contain gallite and bertrandite, neither of which is particularly expensive. However, I will pick them up just to demonstrate to you how this works. So, we've blasted the chunks off the asteroid. Now we need to target a chunk and deploy our cargo scoop. Scoop.
Affirmative.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you want a nice slow speed to pick up the asteroid if you've never done this before, and keep it quick. And so we picked up our first fragment of asteroid there, and then we need to go to our cargo thing, and here it shows you the makeup of the chunk you've put in. So it's 5% gallite, 10% bertrandite. Bertrandite is slightly more expensive, so that's the bit I'll keep. So you can select to vent obviously dumps it back into space. So if you just select the bit you want to keep, press the spacebar, and it extracts it, and you see it says that 10% there, and then the rest you just vent into space. If you don't want to keep that bit you've extracted, you can also vent that into space. Select the next chunk. Watch it bounce off your ship because you missed it. So this is where this starts to get a little tedious, because obviously you've got to fly around mining, picking up your chunks of asteroid, refining them. There's no guarantee that what you find is expensive. Also, I'm picking up quite a cheap. See, it's automatically refined the bertrandite, because I've already started refining bertrandite, so it automatically take the rest of it from it. So we just vent the rest into space, and we're trying to fill that up to 100%. When it reaches 100%, it'll become 1 ton and fill one slot in the cargo. So you see why this is quite a slow process. Oh, not helped by my dodgy flying skills. So really, this is all there is to mining. It's worth going around the asteroids trying to chip chunks off and find the more expensive goods. Obviously they're the ones you want to pick up. But other than that, and the asteroid chunks do seem to disappear after a while. So yeah, just go around, pick bits up, hopefully you find something worth mining. And then you head back to your station in your refinery economy system and sell it and get rich. So that's all there is to mining currently in Elite Dangerous. Obviously we're at Gamma at the time of making this video. The game's pretty much complete. I am hoping there'll be some change to this in the future, just to make finding out what's in an asteroid before you start blasting things off a bit easier. That would be, I think, a really handy addition. So there you go. Go to it, commanders. Enjoy mining.